Welcome to episode number 3 of this Dash C Madden 23 Career Mode series. And today, I'm also playing my Dash C Madden 23 Career Mode. It's episode number 3. It's episode number 3 of this Madden 23 Career Mode with Dash C. Also Dash D-A-S-H, and then his last name is C. It's one letter. It's a letter C. That's him right there in the middle of the screen. Number 1, he's a Packers quarterback. He's a 99 overall, or he has a 99 in every category. So that means he's a 99 overall. So he's a 99 everything, basically. And we are about to play the Cowboys, as you can see over on the right-hand part of your screen. We're about to play the Cowboys in week number 10. They're 4-4, and I believe we're 8-1. And you might be saying you should know if you're 8-1. Or what your record is, but there's no standings. I can't look at the standings. The only way I know we're 8-1 is if you look on the schedule right here, if I click on this tab, or if you look right there, which for you guys might be hard to see just because of the light in this room. But we are 8-1. They're 4-4. Neither of us have had a bye, right? No, it looks like the Cowboys had their bye because they've only played 8 games. We've played 9. And I'm pretty sure they're coming off their bye week, because I'm pretty sure their bye week was week 9, and now it's week 10. Our bye week is week 14. I'm going to show you the schedule, though, and show you the final scores of the games between the last episode and this episode. If you haven't seen the last episode of a series, which was the Packers week 5 game against the Giants, the last episode of a series was the Packers week 5 game against the New York Giants in London. If you haven't seen that yet, if you haven't seen the last episode of a series yet, that last episode of a series will be an eye in the sky in the top right hand corner right up here. There should be an icon that pops up at the beginning of the video. So yeah, and I'll show you the final scores between this episode and the last episode. I'm going to show you why not. I'll show you the final scores of all 9 games so far. Beat the Vikings 24-6 in week 1. Beat the Bears 35-17 in week 2. Lost to the Buccaneers in Tampa 37-22. Then beat the Patriots 37-34 in overtime. We beat the Giants, which was the last episode of a series, in week 5 in London, 38-13. Then we beat the Jets only by 3, 16-13. Then we obliterated the Commanders, 41-13. Obliterated the Bills, 49-28. And then beat the Lions, 33-10. So we are on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game winning streak. So we're about to play the Cowboys here at home at Lambeau in week number 10. The game is at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time, so the game is a Sunday late game. The game is at home at Lambeau Field. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys versus Dash C and the Packers. The next episode of the series will be the Packers week 13 game, which is the Packers last game before their bye week, and it is against the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Like I said, that will be the next episode of this series, and that is the Packers week 13 game. That is the Packers week 13 game against the Chicago Bears in Chicago, and that is the Packers last game before their bye week. And the next episode after that will be the last game of the regular season against the Detroit Lions at home. And that game against the Lions, which is the last game of the regular season, is at Lambeau, and the game is a Sunday early game. Here we go. So yeah, it's episode number 3. I do 5 games on camera throughout the regular season. This is day number 3. Obviously, there's only 2 more games in the regular season after this, and then obviously it'll be the playoffs if we make it, which at this point, knock on wood, is looking pretty good. I can't show you the standings or anything of who's like in front of who and what the records are for all the teams. I can't show you like what the records are for all the teams and who's in front of who. I can show you the playoff picture if there was one, but there's not. The playoff picture is not available until week 13. So next episode of the series, you will see the playoff picture, because like I said, the playoff picture is available in week 13, starting in week number 13, and this episode of the series will be the Packers week 13 game. So I'll show you the playoff picture in this episode of the series, which I'm not sure when it's going to be, but either way, I'll show you the playoff picture in the next episode, because like I said, the playoff picture is made available in week number 13, and the next episode of the series is the Packers week 13 game. But that aside, let's view this message from Ed Spat, their quarterback, which that Ed Spat, their quarterback, is Dak Prescott, who in real life is injured, but in this game he's not. So here's a message from, yes, it is Dak Prescott. You know what motivates me to be my best? Having a talented QB on the on the opposing sideline. Every passing yard you gain, every touchdown you throw, it drives me to excel. So don't let me down this week. Don't let you down? Okay, I'll just praise him, I guess. I'm excited to face off against you, dude. Playing against talented passers like you will make me a better player. Okay, that was my response. Here's Dak Prescott's response. I totally agree, man. I thrive on competition, and I can't wait to see what you and your offense bring to the table. Game day goal: beat Dak Prescott's Cowboys. That's the plan. Difficulty is on Pro, and the game style, or the skill level is Pro, and the game style is Simulation. So let's get into the game, week number 10, Packers, or let's get into the game, week number 10, Cowboys at Packers. Skip that, play offense only. Cowboys at Packers, week number 10. They're 4-4, we're 8-1. We're in 84. We're both 84 overall, so this is actually a good matchup. We're in 84 overall. They're in 84 overall. They have Micah Parsons, which is unstoppable force. He's a right outside linebacker. Dak Prescott has blitz radar, and then Zach Martin. Well, he's just on there. He's not a superstar, or doesn't have. He's not a superstar, and he doesn't have a superstar edge factor, but he's still a Pro Bowl right guard. And then on the other side, well, it says Aaron Rodgers is there with Dambler. Or, no, not Dambler, Dambit. That's not new. That's Factor, Dambit. But either way, he's obviously in real life the Packers starting quarterback, but in this game he's technically the backup. But we still have Jair Alexander, a cornerback, Pro Bowl cornerback. He has shutdown, and then our first string running back, Aaron Jones, has wrecking ball. Let's get into the game. 84 Cowboys versus 84 Packers. Play call enhanced. Let's get into the game. Week number 10. 4-4 Cowboys at the 8-1 Packers. Let's watch the presentation. Alan Roach. There's Prescott and the Cowboys versus Dash C and the Packers. Should be a good game. It's the first time Dak Prescott, I believe, has ever played at Lambeau Field. Because, one, Dak Prescott's first year in the NFL was 2016, and the Packers did play the Cowboys. Well, the Packers might have played the Cowboys at Lambeau Field in 2016. So this is Dak Prescott's first or second time at Lambeau Field, because he might have played there in the 2016 regular season, and then obviously in the 2016 playoffs in the divisional round, the Packers played the Cowboys in Arlington and beat them. It was by 3. It was by 3 points. It was on a Mason Crosby game-winning field goal at the buzzer. It sent the Packers to the NFC Championship game that year, 2016. And then in 2017, we played the Cowboys again. It was just in Dallas again, and we beat them. I think it was by 4. And then in 2019, we played them again in Dallas again, and we beat them by, I believe it was 10. Here we go. We hit the ball. 6-minute quarters, by the way. 6-minute quarters. We did it 1 second into the game. From the 25-yard line. Here we go. First player in scrimmage for Green Bay here against Dallas. And the first player in scrimmage is a sack by Fowler. I believe that's, yeah, Dante Fowler Jr., who was on the Rams when the Rams went to the Super Bowl back in 2018. He was a hero in the NFC Championship game that year. And, well, he did sacks me in the first play of the game. Here's a throw. That ball is caught by Sammy Watkins. And number 46 for Green Bay got in the way of Watkins. He got almost all of it back. He got all but one back. 3rd and 1. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Here's a throw. Wide open is Tanyan, our tight end. Down to the 50, or up to the 50-yard line. First down, Packers. So sack, then 2 completions. And we did a first down on 3rd and 1. Up the midfield. 90 seconds into the game. It's only a run by Aaron Jones here. Jones up the gut. And he got 5 up to the 45 of Dallas. 7 down and 5 for the Packers. Here we go. And here's a throw. Wide open is Circle. And drowning his feet is Alan Lazard on the sideline. Down to the 23. First down, Green Bay. And remember, this team's announcer was just talking about it. They met up in the 2014 divisional round. And there was that Des Bryant catch or no catch, which originally was a catch. It was on 4th down. And then they reversed it, the incomplete pass. And then obviously that tossed the Cowboys the game. Because that was like 5 minutes left in the game, and they never got the ball back after that. And the round, I don't know who that was, but he got no yards. Here we go, already halfway through the first quarter. Play action. Rolling out right. Open is square, it's caught. Watkins breaks the tackle, touchdown. Sammy Watkins, and the Packers strike first here in week number 10 against the Dallas Cowboys. 7-0 Packers. As the Packers strike first here in week number 10 against the Cowboys. 7-0 Packers, but the Cowboys go down and did a touchdown of their own. 24 seconds to go in the first quarter, 7-7 game, and we're at the 24-yard line. Here's a snap. Here's a throw. That ball is not... I believe you saw it at the end of the last clip. It was a pass to Alan Lazard, and it was hit out of his hands. Incomplete, sent it down. 19 seconds to go. Here we go. Here we go. And I should have thrown it away or got outside and ran it. Took way too long, and I'm sat by number 97. And now it's 3rd down and 16. End of the first quarter, 7-7 here in Green Bay. Here we go. 2nd quarter, 7-7 game. 3rd and 16 from the 17. For Green Bay. Sorry about the notification. It was about something about MLB The Show 22 ready to install. Here we go. Over the middle. The ball. Catch the ball, Watkins. As I don't think it was hit out of his hands. He just dropped it. And I'm definitely punting. I'm not going for it. On 4th and 16 from our own 17. And right, the wind's right in the face of our punter, number 5. I don't know who our punter is. And really, if it's Pat O'Donnell, but that is not Pat O'Donnell. And here we go, no fair catch, and tackle right in the spot by Rasul Douglas. Hit tackle by Douglas, and they take it over at the 38. Bob said, now I'm off. Because we're on defense, and we did the ball back literally, I think it's been like 1 minute later. Or like, not one, might have been less than a minute later. Here we go. Probably 3 and out Dallas or something. As we start from the 20. Got outside, and broke a tackle to stiff arm that guy. They do have 90 on everything, like I said. 15 yards up to the 35. First down, Packers. Eagles are 7-1. Now watch out for them. They're only half a game behind us. Here's a throw. That was dangerous. I thought that number 11 for Dallas was going to jump it. 1 yard for number 13, Alan Lazard. Send it down. Mike McCarthy, after the former coach of the Packers, from it was for like over a decade. It was like 2008 to 2018. It was like a decade, give or take. But then he was fired in the 2018 season, and then obviously was hired by the Cowboys prior to the 2020 season. Here we go. I'm running it. Green grass in front of Dash C. And he just tapped on out of bounds with the 42 of Dallas. First down, Packers. Seahawks beat the Buccaneers in Tampa 34-28. My goodness. Geno Smith or Drew Lock or whoever the Seattle quarterback is beat Tom Brady in Tampa with Mike Evans and all those other players. Here we go. Got outside. Throws it. That ball is caught. Watkins came back for it. 20 yards down to the 22. First down, Packers again. Now let's go with a quick toss. As I was watching to that touchdown earlier. This has been about a 2-minute drive as we're halfway through the second quarter, and Jones lost, I don't know how many yards he lost, but he lost 6 yards. Yeah, the Lions are 2-7, the Bears are 3-7, and I'm not sure what the Vikings record is, but I think we're running away with the NFC North, and we're going to easily win the NFC North and make the playoffs. Here we go. This is an end around on 2nd and 16. That's Lazard. 2 rushes, 2 yards. He got 2 rushes on that rush. 2 yards on that rush. PA deep. 2-minute warning here in 2-minute warning here in Green Bay. 7-7. Now let's go with Dunn. Shotgun. PA Y cross. 3rd and 14 from the 27. We got it to the 12, I believe, for a first. Or a 13 or something like that. Here we go. Here's a throw. That ball is caught. Lazard. Touchdown Green Bay on 3rd and 16. Receiving touchdown for Alan Lazard. And the Packers retake the lead here in this football game. 13-7 Packers. As he broke a couple of tackles and went into the end zone for a touchdown. And it's 14-7 Green Bay, and we get the ball back at our own 1-yard line. So we have the ball at our own 1-yard line. Probably was a good punt or something. Run the 1. 1st and 10. 1:30 to go in the half. We're up 14-7. And we did the ball out of the shadow of our own goal line. And Jones got 4 yards up to the 5. 7 down and 6. But we're at the 5, which is better than the 1. Here we go. This is a shovel option. And I did not shovel it. I tried to, but probably it was a good idea to keep it. Got about 2, 2nd down, or 3rd down and 4. And the Dallas Cowboys didn't even call their timeouts or anything. Here we go. I just don't want to take a safety. I hit a random button and that ball's picked off. And that's going to be not a pick 6 as Lazard tackled him, but I should have just thrown it away. Instead it was picked off by number 2. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie it before halftime, and they tie it in, I think, like 1 play. 31 seconds to go from our own 25-yard line. 31 seconds, and it's a tie game. Should have just thrown it away. Said I just hit a random button. I think I hit square, and it was picked off. And I think it took them 1 play, the Cowboys offense to tie the game. Here's Jones outside. And at this point, at this point, that's probably only the half. Yeah, 6 seconds. And I believe they did the ball after halftime. Last play of the half, Barn, a defensive foul. And I'll check it up. I believe that's Watkins. And it was almost picked off. Incomplete. Halftime here in Green Bay. It's a 14-14 game. And let's listen in to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And then Minnesota at Buffalo. I believe this is a game that's already over. Yes. Vikings are 3-6. Bills are 5-4. Bills beat the Vikings in Buffalo 24-21. 2 touchdowns for Josh Allen. Yeah, I mean, we're running away with the NFC North. The Lions, the Vikings, and the Bears all suck. To halftime at that game, almost halftime, it's 34-7 Colts, who are 7-2 to the 2-6 Raiders. So yeah, the Raiders are 2-6 despite having Devontae Adams. And then the Lions at Bears. Lions beat the Bears in Chicago 35-17. Lions 2-7, Bears 3-7. So these teams, like I said, the Lions, Bears, and Vikings all suck. So we're running away with the NFC North. We're up, what, like 5 games or something like that in the NFC North. Here we go, 14-14, second half. Let's get into it right now. And by the way, that nutcracker right there you see just to the left of the TV is a Aaron Rodgers nutcracker. It is. Here we go. So we're kicking off. That is the only offense. They go down and get a touchdown, and they're up 21-14. 3:26 to go in the third quarter from the 25. We're down by 7. This could be a game where whoever gets the ball last could win this game. No interceptions. We need a touchdown. First play of the second half, Watkins. That stood up, but got 6 yards, and Josh Myers is hurt. Our center, number 71 there, is hurt, so now we need a new center, sending down at 4. And a center, obviously, is the one that snaps the ball, so now we have, I don't know who's at center now. Here we go, this is a run. Here's Jones, first down. 8 yards, and 2nd and 4, first down, Green Bay. And he has a elbow for set. Will return soon, re-injury versus media, and the backup is 51 overall. I'm going to put the backup in because I don't want our starting center get injured more here. Here we go. Here's a snap. Here's a throw in stride, Lazard. And he got about 30. Down to the 32 of Dallas. First down, Green Bay. 29 yards. I almost nailed it on the head. How long that pass was. Here we go, another end around the Lazard, third one of the game, and this is the best one so far. He got 4 yards, sent it down. Here we go, late in the third. And I should have rolled out the other way because there's no receivers on this side. And I did get the first down. Out of bounds to the 21. First down, Green Bay. Yeah, the Eagles are 7-1 though. They're hosting the Commanders on Monday Night Football here in week number 10. Here we go. Here's Jones. And he got 6. Sending down and 4 from the 15. He has 6 rushes, 19 yards, which is not that good. I haven't really done the ball that much. Here we go. It was going to be a run, but I'm going to do a pass here. Watkins might be one-on-one on the outside here. Well, he's cutting into the middle. That ball is fit into a tight window by Dash C, and it's caught by Watkins, but he's not in for a touchdown as he's a yard short. First and goal from, I believe, inside the 1 yard line. It's literally first and goal from like the 1 foot line. I'm going to give it to Jones, and Jones is in, untouched. Touchdown Packers, and the Packers are within an extra point tying the game. It's now 21-20 in the final minute of the first quarter, or in the final minute of the third quarter, excuse me. And we're tied 21-21. But the Cowboys, I believe, got a touchdown. Yeah, they did get a touchdown. And we're down by 7 again, which is with just over 5 minutes off the play. Here we go, down by 7, 5:15 to go. Here we go, the comeback drill. Open is Watkins. He's been balling out. I only have 4 incomplete passes. I believe one of them was that interception that I threw, which could be the difference in the game. Which right now it is, and it could end up being the difference in the game at the end of the game. Here we go. Here we go. Double coverage down the field. Broken up. One of those guys is Trayvon Diggs, the brother of Stephon Diggs, who's a wide receiver for the Bills, sending down in 10. Here we go. Got out of there. Good block. And open is Lazard, who dropped it and it's picked off by Diggs. How in the world? Lazard, I threw it across my body, but it hit the hands of Lazard and then picked off by Trayvon Diggs. 4:29 to go, and they take over at the 38-yard line. I believe it was their 38-yard line. I believe it's their 38-yard line. But either way, even a field goal will make it a 2-score. Now I'm going to switch the speed to normal. So I can see play-by-play here. We go from, their 38, 5-yard rush for Elliott. Sending down in 5, 9-yard rush. They're in the Green Bay territory. 3-yard rush by Prescott. They're on the edge of field goal range. 5-yard rush for Elliott. All rushes so far on the drive. 3rd and 1. 7-yard rush for Elliott. That put him in field goal range. Another rush. Literally haven't passed it once. Another rush. It's first down and 10 at the Green Bay 22. I mean, we might not get the ball back. It's 3rd and 3 now. And, it's 3rd and 3. And then a 2-yard rush by one of their running backs. 4th and 6. Field goal is good. But Mason Crosby's on the Cowboys? I know he's not on the Packers in this game for some reason, and a touchback, but apparently Mason Crosby, in real life he's on the Packers, but in this game he's not on the Packers. And we only have 2 timeouts doing 140 in the clock. 140 in the clock. We're down by 10 and only 2 timeouts. So at this point, we need 2 scores plus we need an onside kick recovery. So it's looking bleak. It looks like the Cowboys are going to upset the Packers here. Here's a throw. Lazard caught that one. I have a good game. I have 211 yards but 2 interceptions. One was my fault. Second one was not. You missed the throw because the last clip ended right when I threw the ball, but it was a throw to the wide open Robert Tonyan, and he's out of bounds to the 31 of Dallas. And we only have 2 timeouts, though. You might then just go ahead and kick the field goal, but also we need 2 scores. That ball is caught. Lazard, as that guy just came unrushed, and now it's under a minute to go, but we need an onside kick recovery to have a chance, and we need a score here. Here's a throw. That ball's caught. Tonyan, and he's out of bounds, or not out of bounds. He's down at the 3, but he didn't get in. I didn't call a timeout, which might have been a mistake. Here's a throw. That ball's caught. Watkins, touchdown. As we're now within 4, but there's only 30 seconds to go, and we only have 2 timeouts. We need an onside kick recovery, which is kind of bleak. Here we go. The onside kick recovery, 30 seconds. Extra point by our kicker, which is Brian Johnson, is good. And onside kick is recovered by Dallas, by Dalton Schultz. Preston, which has a knee 1 time, and that should be the game. I think he needs 2 times. I think he has to need 3 times because we had 2 timeouts. But we only had 2 timeouts, not 3, and that's the game. Cowboys win by 3. The difference in that game was that interception I threw before halftime where I just chucked it up. I should have just thrown it away. I was running, scrambling to my right in the end zone, and I did a random button, and that button I hit was square, and the square receiver was on the left side of the field, and it just was chucked up, the ball was, and it was picked off, and that was the difference in the game. As the Cowboys beat the Packers here at Lambeau 31-28, and the Packers suffer their second loss of the year. We fall to 8-2, and the Cowboys move to 5-4, and the Packers fall at 8-2. And now I think next week we play I forgot who we play. I believe we play the Titans next week. Yeah, so the Cowboys move to 5-4, and the Packers fall to 8-2. A devastating loss for us, especially we averaged 9 yards per play, but they had 2 takeaways, we had none, and we lose the game 31-28. I had 271 yards and 3 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. First one was my fault. Second one was not, because it went right through Lazard's hands. Well, not right through him, but it hit his hands and then it was picked off. So the first interception was my fault. Second one was not. Prescott only had 192 yards and 2 touchdowns. 83% completion percentage. I had 72% completion percentage. But unfortunately I had 2 interceptions and Prescott had none, because the Cowboys didn't even turn it over once. Next episode of the series, like I said, will be the Packers Week 13 game against the Chicago Bears in Chicago. And like I said, that is the Packers Week 13 game against the Chicago Bears in Chicago, and that is the Packers' last game before their bye week. And like I said, the playoff picture is available in week number 13, which will be the next episode of the series. So in the next episode of the series, you will see the playoff picture. I'm not sure when the next episode of the series will be in real life. Hopefully it's sooner than later, but right now I'm in school. Right now I'm in school, and then I do play basketball. The season hasn't started yet, but I believe it starts in like 2 weeks. So after I have school, I will always have school, and then obviously, like I said, I do play basketball, and the season starts in like 2 weeks. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I still hope you enjoyed this video. Despite me losing 31-28 to the Cowboys at Lambeau. Cowboys move to 5-4, and the Packers fall to 8-2. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I still hope you enjoyed this video despite me losing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay guys, time red, closing the board if it's up, so hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm gonna see you in episode number and you know what? I'm gonna see you in episode number 4 of this Dash C Madden 23 Career Mode series. See you in episode number 4. And eat on a bacon and dough Packers.